You're listening to Living in Spain podcasts with David Wright.
Hi guys, my name's David Wright and welcome to another one of my podcasts, Living and Working in Spain. It's hard living in Spain, they say. In this podcast, I'm going to be a bit hard and say it like it is. I may upset a few people and I might even lose a few members of my sites and my Facebook groups, but this needs to be said. Also, at the end of this podcast, I'll say something that may shock a few of you. So, a few days ago, I saw a post on one of my Facebook groups, that really got me fired up. It was a British person talking about self-employed system here in Spain and how hard it was to set up self-employed and how expensive it was here. This person got a few other people suggesting that, it was hard and the system is unfair here in Spain and it's impossible to earn any sort of good money here in Spain and have a good life in Spain. Facebook is famous for bringing people together, and it also brings out the best and the worst in some people. It manages to group these people together, and mostly you find that these negative people stick together and they sort of help each other out and they sympathise with each other. I set up my groups, my websites and my blog to provide information to help anyone here thinking of moving to Spain, to living and working in Spain. These members put a real negative light on Spain in general, and I commented my views, what I've seen and done here over the last 17 years and what I've experienced here personally living and working in Spain. First off, I'll give a response to the post saying that personally I think self-employed here in Spain is a great idea and a great way to go, especially when you first move to Spain. I personally did it years ago and I did it last week for a friend of mine who's working for me here on my new house build. Years ago when I set it up, the €300 a month, there was no options. It was €300 a month and that was it. Now, Spain has changed it slightly and it's helping to encourage small businesses here in Spain. If you go self-employed in Spain now, at this moment, it's €60 a month for the first year. Then it goes up a bit after that. I think it's about €80, then €125 for the next year, and then it goes up to the full amount, which is around €300 a month. Now, let's just think about that for a minute. €60 a month to be living and working here legally in Spain. You are the business when you go self-employed in Spain. You can work at whatever you like. You can change to do whatever you want at any time. You are free to work anywhere and for anyone you like. If you really can't pay €60 a month, then now you can pause these payments. You can pause it for a while and take a break until you can get back on track. Look, €60 a month is just €15 a week. If your business can't afford to pay €60 a month, then you really need to take a hard look at that business you're thinking of setting up here in Spain. Also, if you just move into Spain and you need residencia, then you apply for self-employed here. You can do all of it at the same time. There's no need to wait 3 months having to get residencia before you can go self-employed, or go self-employed before you can get residencia. You can do both at exactly the same time here in Spain now. You don't need to show income proof either in a bank or here in Spain or in the UK, and you don't need to show any proof of earnings or funds. You don't need to take out private medical cover for 1 year like some people do when they're moving to Spain that are not going self-employed here. I hear that it can be really expensive. You need to show that you're paying for the premiums for at least 1 year in advance, and this is for each person as well. So you start self-employed payments at €60 a month and you get free health cover in the payment. That's not just for you, but that's for your partner and all of your children that are living with you. Just think what that would cost a family of 4 people here. Here's another thing. You get a pension after paying into it for just 15 years. Now, I didn't say it was a great pension. I really don't know what that would be for each individual person, but it's a pension and it's included. How long do you have to pay into the pension fund in the UK, into the system, to get any money? And then what is it worth when you actually do receive the money? So for €60 a month you get all of this, and people say it's hard and unfair here in Spain. Last week I took one of my workers to go and get his self-employed here in Spain. I have some great contacts here in Spain with Alejandro, and my wife works for the local council here in Spain. So it took 30 minutes to get it all sorted. Now, it might take some people about a week to get it all done, but it's not hard, even if you don't have all the contacts like I have. And remember, I make all of these contacts available to all my members on the info page at the top of my Facebook group. Running a business in Spain can be hard at first, and that's true in any country, is it not? And here in Spain, if you don't speak the language, then yes, it's going to be harder anyway. In the 17 years that I've been living and working in Spain, I've seen many Brits come here and start up businesses, and some fail and some do really well. So what are the differences? If you find it hard to earn money in the UK, then you're going to find it hard to earn money in Spain. The people that do well here are the ones that do well anywhere. These people work hard. They still have problems, but they don't moan about it. They find solutions and move on. I know a guy here that went through a divorce last year, and his business was shut down this year by the virus, and he's now fighting back. He's back on track and working hard to build up his business again. He's not let any of this got him down. He's got a great attitude. I'm no different than anyone else that moved from the UK to Spain. I set up a business here and struggled at times, that's for sure. But I kept going at it. And I built up my business, and I'm now working on my dream house. If I can do it, then why can't anybody? Some say you can't make much money here in Spain and the wages are lower. I'm not working at the moment, I'm building my house, my dream house. But 2 years ago when I was working, I was charging 150 a day for my labour, and I had clients waiting for 3 months on a waiting list. It took time and effort to build up this, of course, and many days I worked for less than I did when I was working in the UK. I was building up clients and I was building up my business. There are times when I did jobs here that I hated, and I worked for people that I didn't really like, but I was building the business, and it was all about money and building up relationships with new customers. Some jobs I made more money, some jobs I made less. The plumbers here get around 200 a day, and electricians can earn even more. The plumber I'm using at the moment for my house, I've been giving him loads of work over the years, a Spanish guy, and he's given me a good deal on the house here, but he's charging €200 a day for his work here now. Okay, so not everybody wants to be a plumber, but €200 a day, that's not enough money in Spain? There's loads of other British people here doing really well in Spain and working hard on their business. There's a guy I know here, a British guy, he's renting out cars now. He's come over from the UK working in a bank, and he's now running a small business here, and he's actually the manager of a car rental firm and doing really well. He's had trouble, he's had problems to get over, and he's found solutions to all these problems, and his Spanish is pretty good now as well. And he's actually a manager of one of the local branches here. He's got a nice new house, and he drives a BMW car, and he's doing very well. And all this in about 5 years. So people can make a good living here, and it can work if you work. The reasons why everyone can't do it here, well, this is it. Remember at the beginning I said I was going to shock you? Well, here it comes. It's down to the choices you make and the willingness to do what most people don't do. Look around you right now. Look at the car you drive. Look at the house you're living in. Look at the people you're with. Look at the work you're doing right now. You chose all of this. Yes, you chose it. You chose the house, the car, the work. It was you. You made these decisions. If you're really unhappy with any of it, then it's your fault, not anybody else's. The decisions we make now shape the way we live later. I've made some bad decisions in the past, like anybody. Like when I bought a big house here and got a big mortgage, and work wasn't really that good. I ended up having to sell the house just to pay off the mortgage, and I lost 80 grand, €80,000. That was all my doing. The bank never forced me to buy the house or borrow the money. They didn't make the decisions. I made it. It was all my doing. People moan about how hard their life is and that they hate their job because their boss is mean or they're not earning enough money to look after their family and support themselves. This is all that they have made the choices for. This is all them. This is their fault. Look, if you're born poor, then that's not your fault. But if you die poor, then that is your doing. Luck. Then we come on to luck. Here we go. Okay, many times I've heard this. So many people say to me, oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky to be living in Spain. I wish I could do that. Well, guess what? You can. Why don't you? It's got nothing to do with luck, really. Luck is winning the lottery. It's more to do with the hard work, research and some risk-taking that most are not willing to do. All the British people that are living in Spain right now took this action. They made decisions and they took steps. They all had their own problems to get over, even before they moved here to Spain. And once they were here, they had even more problems and had to find solutions to that as well. But they did it anyway. This is not luck. They made it happen. If you're not happy with your life, then change it. Change it now. It's never too late. We're all on this earth for a very short time, really, and the older you get, the more you come to understand this. The people that do well here in Spain, as anywhere, are the ones that don't moan to others. They're the ones that look for and find solutions to their problems and make it happen. We all like to have a bit of a moan now and again, even me. But when you say it's so hard, life is so unfair, then that is so negative and you will attract this negativity right back into your life. Look guys, I set up all my groups, my YouTube channels and Facebook and even this podcast show to help other people that want to move to Spain. All the info, tips and advice I give is all 100% free. Yeah, I plug my books a few times, but I wrote the books, I published them, and it is my group. The books I wrote that are now out on Amazon are not going to make me rich. I make about €2 a book. I wrote these books not to make money, but to provide inside tips and advice to help others save money and have less stressful move here in Spain and avoid the mistakes that most people make. I like to encourage others to follow their dreams and look for and find other people that have done what they want to do. Don't let negative people put you off your dream. Remember, it's your dream, not theirs. Moving to Spain can be stressful and hard, but we provide all the information and help that you need right here. But you need to take the action and you need to do the research yourself to make it happen. Is it a better life in Spain, really? Hell yes. I'm English and I was born in England and I will always be English and I love England, but I just don't wish to live there anymore. There are thousands of other British people that feel this way now as well and are looking for a better way of life. So if you want to move to Spain, then do it. Do it now. Take the action right now, today. We have all the information you need right here on the information page. You can ask our members who are living here now. Look guys, nothing's perfect and Spain has its faults, that's for sure. And the paperwork here can be a nightmare, but deal with it. Thousands of other British people do. And if you look at my Facebook group now with almost 9,000 members, there are loads that are really happy here in Spain. Yes, there are a few that might not like everything here in Spain, but that's true of anywhere. So look for and follow these members, not the ones that are moaning all the time or posting about how difficult everything is here in Spain. Most of the time, these people are just looking for excuses why they're not doing well here in Spain. If you have a good business idea and a plan, then you should know all about the areas that are best for you and that business. I've seen some amazing homes here in Spain owned by expats that are doing well here. Yes, there are those that have failed and those that struggle, but this is true anywhere. Do your research, do a good business plan and see where you should be. Not a place that you love, but a place where your business will do well. You can always move later. I do encourage free speech in my groups and we all have different ideas and opinions. That's cool. But look for and follow positive ones, not the moaners here. There's plenty of groups out there where you can find others that will have a good old moan up and you can agree with them about how hard life is. Remember, if you want what others have done, then you need to do what others do and follow the ones that you gel with. There is work in Spain, there is jobs in Spain, and you can make a good money here in Spain. I did, and I'm no different from anybody else. So if I can do it, why can't you? I must warn you though, it does take effort. It takes some time to build up and you might have to work 6 or 7 days a week to make it work if you're starting a new business here. But that could be true in any country. We have some very experienced members in our groups and on our blog that can help you and they're here to help you. I have even set up a mentor program. This mentor program you can join for free and you can connect with other members here. It will give you free coaching on what it's like living and working here in Spain. Just think, when you're 85 years old, is it better to be sitting on your terrace here in the warm sunshine with a glass of nice wine saying, I'm so glad I did this? Or would you rather be sitting in your retirement home in the UK with the rain running down the windows thinking, God, I wish I had done that? Now go do some research, start taking action and make your dream life happen. Thanks for listening, guys, and remember to hit the like button on this podcast if it's been of any interest to you at all.
If you have enjoyed this podcast by David Wright, then you will love his new books. Out now on Amazon and Kindle, packed with money-saving tips and information on living and working in Spain. Just go to livinginspainbooks.com. David also has a popular blog for expats in Spain. Come and take a look now at BritishExpatsInSpain.com.